Good morning again. I've decided to go back and read the other things on the page of Ezekiel that I opened, because I've still got enough time to read them, but I didn't want to put them in one video in case I miss my midday prayers. So those who've already heard I'm going to read Ezekiel. I'll tell you what it is. It's part of 24, 25 before we begin at 26. The announcement of the siege of Jerusalem. In the 9th year, on the 10th day of the 10th month, the word of Yahweh was addressed to me as follows: Son of man, write down today's date. Yes, today's. For this very day, the king of Babylon began his attack on Jerusalem. So pronounce a parable for this tribe of rebels. Say, the Lord Yahweh says this: put the pot on the fire, put it on, pour the water in. Now put the cuts of meat all in together, all the best cuts, leg and shoulder. Fill it with the best bones. Take the best of the flock, and heap wood underneath. Boil it thoroughly until even the bones are cooked. For the Lord Yahweh says this: disaster is in store for the bloody city, that rusty cooking pot, whose rust will not come off. Empty it, bit by bit, not bothering to draw lots, for she is still full of bloodshed. She has put blood on the naked rock. She did not pour it on the ground, so as to cover it with dust. To make anger rise, to exact vengeance, I have put her blood on the naked rock, so it should not be covered. So the Lord Yahweh says this: disaster is in store for the bloody city. I too plan to build a great fire, heap on the wood, light it, cook the meat, prepare the seasoning, let the bones burn, put the empty pot on the coals to make it hot, until the bronze glows, the filth inside melts, and the rust is burnt away. But all that rust would not come off in the fire. Your filth is infamous, since I have tried to purge you, and you would not let yourself be purged of your filth. So now you will never be purged of your filth until I have sated my anger on you. I, Yahweh God, have spoken. This will happen. I shall act and not relent. I shall show no pity, no compassion. You will be judged as your conduct and actions deserve, declares the Lord Yahweh. Ordeals for the prophet. The word of Yahweh was addressed to me as follows: Son of man, at a blow I am about to deprive you of the delight of your eyes. But you are not to lament, not to weep, not to let your tears run down. Groan in silence. Do not go mourning for the dead. Knot your turban round your head. Put your sandals on your feet. Do not cover your beard. Do not eat the usual food. I told this to the people in the morning, and my wife died in the evening. And the next morning I did as I had been ordered. The people then said to me, will you not explain what meaning these actions have for us? I replied, the word of Yahweh has been addressed to me as follows: say to the house of Israel, The Lord Yahweh says this: I am about to profane my sanctuary, the pride of your strength, the delight of your eyes, the joy of your hearts. Your sons and daughters whom you have left behind will fall by the sword. Then you will do as I have done. You will not cover your beards or eat the usual food. You will keep your turbans on your heads and your sandals on your feet. You will not lament or weep, but will waste away for your crimes, groaning amongst yourselves. Thus Ezekiel is a sign for you. You will do exactly what he has done. And when this happens, you will know that I am Lord Yahweh. And Son of Man, the day that I deprive them of their strength, their crowning joy, the delight of their eyes, the joy of their hearts, their sons and daughters. That day a survivor will bring you the news. That day your mouth will be open to speak to the survivor. You will speak and no longer be dumb. You will be a sign for them, and they will know that I am Yahweh. Gosh, that was tough. That was from Ezekiel 24. We're now starting Ezekiel 25, 2 prophecies against the nations. It's against the Ammonites. The word of Yahweh was addressed to me as follows: Son of man, turn towards the Ammonites and prophesy against them. Say to the Ammonites, hear the word of the Lord Yahweh. The Lord Yahweh says this: since you gloated over my sanctuary when it was profaned, and over the land of Israel when it was ravaged, and over the house of Judah when it went into exile, I shall let the sons of the east take possession of you. Excuse me. They will pitch their camps inside you. They will make their home in you. They will be the ones to eat your produce and drink your milk. I shall turn Rabbah into a camel yard, and the towns of Ammon into sheepfolds, and so you will know that I am Yahweh. The Lord Yahweh says this: since you have clapped your hands and danced for joy, full of malicious delight, Israel's fate, my hand will be against you for this. I shall hand you over to be looted by the peoples, obliterate you as a nation, and wipe you out as a country. I shall reduce you to nothing, and you will know that I am Yahweh. Against Moab, the Lord Yahweh says this: since Moab and Seir have said, look at the house of Judah, it is no different from any other nation. Very well, I shall expose Moab's heights. Its cities will no longer be cities throughout the land. The jewels of the country, Beth Jeshimoth, Baal Meon, and Kiriathaim. I shall let the sons of the east and the Ammonites take possession of them, so that they will no longer be remembered by the nations. I shall bring Moab to justice, and they will know that I am Yahweh. Against Edom, the Lord Yahweh says this: since Edom has taken revenge on the house of Judah, and committed great crimes in doing so, very well, the Lord Yahweh says this: my hand will be against Edom, and denude it of human and animal. I shall lay it waste from Teman as far as Dedan. They will be put to the sword. I shall take vengeance on Edom by means of my people Israel. They will treat Edom as my anger and fury dictate, and they will know this is my vengeance, declares the Lord Yahweh. Against the Philistines, the Lord Yahweh says this: since the Philistines have acted in revenge and motivated by malice, have taken revenge, doing their best to destroy because of their long-standing hatred, very well, the Lord Yahweh says this: my hand will be against the Philistines. I shall exterminate the Cherethites and destroy the rest of the coastal peoples. I shall perform frightful acts of vengeance and inflict furious punishments on them, and they will know that I am Yahweh when I exact my vengeance on them. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Thank you so much for listening. Later on, for those that are following Jeremiah, I will do the next chapter that's due to be read, but I'm not sure it won't be now because there's just midday prayer in about 10 minutes time with Marin and Arthur in Manchester, led by Charles from the office, I suppose. Maybe he's home, who knows. All right then, God bless your day. We'll be praying for you, all those who need prayer.